Alright, so if you just want to introduce yourself and what you do in the band. Start from left to right.
My left or?
It would be my left, so you.
Alright, so Chris's shoes. I'm Raytheon. I sing and play guitar in Dear Adamus.
I'm Cyber Negrochi, and I play the drums and do some percussion stuff.
I'm Chris Wilkins, and I play bass and I sing.
Alright, how long has the band been together?
2047. I'm kidding.
Wow.
2011. Yeah.
So, 3 years?
3 years,
You
yeah.
could have just said 3 years.
No.
How did the three of you meet?
Well, I started it, and it was just gonna be like a small little acoustic thing, and then I had another member join and then leave. But between that time, we wrote a single called Lucy, and this guy called me and wanted to track drums, and slowly but surely I was like, "You're gonna just be in the band now," and oh, okay. And then after that, we had a bunch of member switch ups and stuff, and then we invited Chris to join in. Longtime friend since high school.
Okay. What inspired the name Dear Adamus? I did say that right, didn't I?
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
Just want to make sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, people get that wrong a lot.
Dear Adamus. But the name comes from a dream that I had of a person who kind of influenced a lot of just creative thoughts to where I just wanted to do something differently, as in like just a person who's good and bad, evil good and stuff like that, where I wanted to write songs. I wanted to write songs just about like the good and bad times of life, where you could be the good person or the bad person, but yet there's still a story or something to learn at the end of it, and it just kind of stuck to where it definitely inspired me to be more creative when it comes to like storytelling and songwriting.
Okay, so what bands or artists are a big influence to the sound of your band?
Oh,
That's a question for all of you.
That's
Yeah.
really tough.
I'm gonna say Happy Body Slow Brain.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
When it comes to drumming stuff, I want to say Incubus.
Chris?
I would have to say. Oh gosh, this is a really tough one.
From Indian Lakes.
Probably from Indian Lakes.
Circus Survive.
Just a mashup of different.
Coheed
It's
and
a bit of
Cambria.
everything. Definitely a bit of everything.
Definitely anything that isn't the usual.
You want to elaborate on that, Ray? What does that mean?
I guess
The
anything that's
Like
I
kids these days.
love you. That's why I don't hurt you. I'm kidding. I guess just anything that makes you think like, how did that band get that sound, or just how did that band like come up with something so creative?
Okay.
It's not cocky.
I wasn't trying to be.
Alright, so let's talk about the EP for a second. It's self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about like what inspired the songs and just give me a little story about maybe one or two songs
Okay. Yeah. It's
of any songs that you want?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Not really ours.
No.
Well, actually, you could say your favorite song and then why.
Okay.
So we'll just okay. So we'll start from you and then.
My favorite, what I was just listening to, would have to be Juniper. I just like it because like growing up I listened to a lot of like blues, jazz, just anything like that, and it definitely shows my like love or it shows my influence of loving that in that song, and it's just, to me, it's a fun song to like sing and dance with on stage, and it's really cool to see people like enjoying the music and stuff when we play it. But yeah.
I don't have a favorite one out of it all. I think they all have like something to
You're a
offer.
liar.
Oh
Blood
wow!
Diamonds and Gold.
It's Blood Diamonds and Gold.
I said if I were to have to choose, it would be Blood Diamonds and Gold because it's heavy.
You have to
Well, it's one of the heavier ones.
You have no
off.
choice but to choose.
I'm talking. You're kind of like ruining it. No, but yeah, it'd probably be Blood Diamonds and Gold. It's heavy, but not too heavy. It's like a happy medium.
It's not like Whitechapel heavy.
Yeah.
We're
Close.
We're getting there.
It's okay.
The new stuff
You're
we're-
working
yeah,
on your breakdowns.
a little
Like
bit.
war.
Actually, we are
War.
working on breakdowns, so yeah.
Well, there you go.
There's one.
All right, Chris.
I like Kiss of Moonlight.
I was gonna say that.
I like Kiss of Moonlight because it's short, it's simple, and it reminds me of like classy, like I don't know. I feel like if it was like written back in like the 40s or the 50s, it'd be really popular, and I love those eras. So that's all.
All right. What was your first show like?
Oh.
As a band, like all three of you together, not
Oh,
before.
oh,
all
oh my
of
That was
you.
the Year Music Show.
That was your
with
music show.
Hunter.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was weird because like
She said all three of us.
Yeah, that was
No,
the
I
first
mean
time I
like
played.
yeah, all three of you
Oh, yeah,
played
yeah, yeah, yeah,
together.
That's right.
I was gonna say
Sorry.
the Beach Shack acoustic set.
Well, that was our first Just Three. The first
Yeah.
show I was in was pretty cool. It was awesome when I joined the band because
There
they
was
had
no-
a bassist, but there was no solidified bass track, so I got to write my own bass parts.
It was really
did my own
fun.
thing, so that was cool.
I would say it was really fun because it sounded full. The band sounded full, so it was really fun. We played at this guitar store out in Hampton, and it was really fun because like, you know, it was just a big support of local music. No big names or anything like that. It was weird that, you know, we were like the only full band and went first. No, did we go first?
No.
Second.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun, and you know, people quite enjoyed us. And the lead singer of Glass Cloud was there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we met him.
he was there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Funny
Jerry.
little fact, he used to also be a part of Mice and Men.
Anybody watching this
Way
might
back
know
when.
that.
What? I'm not wipe. Stop touching me.
You're clean shaven. Why not?
Do you think you'll add another member to the band, like another guitar player maybe?
There's talks.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's talks. We
Yes.
want. We don't. We know that that's definitely the one thing that we do want, but we think about like other things, like, you know, a key section. You know, just adding more to the sound because there's so much that we hear when it comes to like our music.
We
just
hope
talking
to have
about
an
it.
80-person band one day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Just have an orchestra of people.
16-part harmony. So
Okay.
that's how you got to do it. But yeah, we're thinking about.
I want another person.
it's hard to find something that
Isn't the
all
usual.
three of us we work very well together, and it's hard to find another person with the same mentality and the same like mindset as us when
Someone-
it comes to trying to write music and
you can just
getting
hang out
along with.
Because you want to have someone that you work with creatively, but you also want to have a friend too that if you want to call them 2 o'clock in the morning and say, bro, I'm in a lot of trouble right now, that you can definitely be like, I can't help you, but I'm just going to talk to you about it. So, yeah.
All right. Who's your dream performer to collab with? Who would you like
As a
on your
band?
song?
That is a good question.
I've never
Never thought of that.
thought of that.
Pharrell.
Wale. No. Rick Ross.
Probably DMX.
Just shout out to them. Just be like, come play with us.
I don't-
Come write a song with us.
If I could say somebody, I would say like,
Lenny Kravitz, hands down.
I would say Matthew Fozzie. I like the way I like that he kind of like composes and, you know, everything.
Seth Avett from the Avery Brothers. He's pretty good.
Anthony Green. Had to throw that in there. But yeah, if my choice would be Matthew Fozzie, because if you ever listen to Happy Body Slow Brain, it's really good. Really good stuff. And I like how it sounds. That's why I like it. I know.
All right. What is the dream tour that you want Dear Adamus to be on? Who do you want to play under, or who do you want to headline for?
I would love to open up for Circus Survive. Dream come true for me. I would stop music after that point. Maybe.
I really have no idea. No.
Lord.
Lord. That's South Park episode. No. I don't know. I think we could open up for different bands. Like, I know what Memphis Empire is with what is it, Yellow Card? Something like that?
No, for what?
For a tour they're playing with. It's like Yellow Card, Memphis Mayfire, and
I have no
Emerald.
idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd probably be, it'd be cool to like open up for 311, Incubus, the Avery Brothers. I don't know. Just Blink-182 if they are still around at that point.
Title fight.
Title Fight. Yeah.
Hands down, title fight. That's like one of the best.
We Are Trees.
Ah. Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah. Yes. Oh God. Oh yes, Lord. But yeah, Cirque du Survive for me. They're good.
All right. Do you guys get nervous before shows?
No.
No,
Not at
really.
all.
I
Yes.
used to.
Yeah.
When we played the Norva, there was nothing but nerves. The day that we got the call that we were gonna play, I think I talked to Chris about it like every night that I was with him, and the night before we were both like, "Can you believe that this is actually about to happen?" But I don't get too nervous. I get quiet. I like to be quiet and just kind of like get my head in the zone for the show, and just forget about the nervousness and enjoy the moment and get focused.
I get pretty nervous. My voice is still in like puberty, so I always get nervous that when I sing it's gonna crack, and I hate that so much, because I will never forget that if that ever happens to me.
It happens to me on stage a lot.
Oh God. Just thinking about it. Oh God, just thinking about it.
I just get.
Do I sound okay? I'm good.
Okay. But I get less nervous depending on the crowd. Like if they're really fun and active, I definitely like to get them involved in our songs just by getting them moving and stuff. Because like, let's say if you've been in a show for like 4 or 5 hours, like from 4 to like close, which is like 10 at Shaka's, and you're standing there for every band, and every band it's just kind of like either you're leaving, sitting down, or you got to get moving.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to be in the audience and just be like.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on like the venue that we're at. Because obviously, you know, if we're playing a stadium, I would be nervous.
Yes.
But if it's like a place that we've played multiple times before, it's just like a home away from home. Like you kind of already know what to expect in a way.
Yeah, like the Stafford show, we were so nervous to play to 2 people.
That was weird.
I was not nervous. The only time I'm nervous is when I don't know who's gonna be there. If our friends are there, though, I'm not nervous at all.
I'm nervous that my mom's there. Or Randall. Silver Saints.
No.
All right. So let's talk about the Hampton Road show that you guys were on there a couple months ago. It's like in
August.
August. Okay. So how did you feel about that?
It sounded a lot better in person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
but it was cool though. It was definitely a good experience.
Yeah, it was still fun.
It was
I enjoyed
fun to be on TV. I would have to say that was like our first television debut. And that was really fun to like do that because, you know, we seen bands going there before and we were just like, why not? And we did it and it was cool. It was definitely just kind of weird like having a bunch of cameras on you and, you know, an audience like at my kneecap level, like looking at me just like,
Like right now?
something like that.
Everything was like really dynamic. Like they would, how like things work on television with like the news and stuff. How, you know, you have a camera set up over there, and they'll have like a half kitchen set up, and
Oh
over
my
there
God.
would look like a living room, and then would be set up over there, and then you have the stage on this side.
Who was there? Who was there?
Tom Arnold.
Oh yeah,
We tried to meet him.
Tom Arnold. He
He
ran
ran.
away.
I want to give him a sticker. But yeah, it was really fun, and I hope that we can do that again. Maybe like on a late show or like, I don't know, just something more like that. That's fun.
Has your fan base grown since you've been on there? Like, have people come up to you and been like, "Hey, I saw you on the Hampton Road show"?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I went to school. went to school with someone. I went to school with someone, and I didn't think that they remembered who I was at all. I mean, because like we were cool and stuff, and then I saw them one day, and they knew exactly what my band was doing, and I was like, "How the hell? How do you know this?" No, they don't know Simon and Ray. They only know me, but they hardly know me. But for some reason, they knew everything that was going on. So it was really weird, but it was cool.
I think it like even like before then. I think really what happened like made us, well not made us, but like was like the tipping of one iceberg to another would be the Norba show.
Always.
Because we were just played what.
I mean, the one
We
before
played
that.
for like hundreds of people, so.
I mean, but the Hawthorne Heights one was pretty good when we played with the lead singer of Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah, we opened up for him.
But yeah, our fan base has grown. I would have to say, a lot, and it feels really good when people can recognize you from events that got their attention. So it's like, you know, when we go to shows and we're not playing, we're just there hanging out, and they're just like, "Yo, I saw you guys on TV," or "I heard about you guys were on TV." It's really cool because, you know, I mean, it just feels cool to be like, "Thank you so much," you know, and that's something that I feel like we don't say enough is like, "Thank you so much" to anybody that's like checked us out and all that stuff. I really appreciate it.
Perfect example of me. Last night I was actually at a marching band competition because I am a percussion technician at my former high school, and someone stopped me. Was like, "Hey, you're that guy from Dear Adamus." I was like, "Oh my gosh, someone knows me outside of like marching band." Because like I've been around so many different like band directors and percussion techs and stuff like that, and having someone stop me because it wasn't marching band related and it was actually my band related was actually kind of cool feeling. I was like, "Oh wow,
Yo, Chris.
you knew me because of something else."
You remember that time we were walking to, I think we were getting to Wendy's or something, and some guy was just like, "Dear Adamus."
Yeah.
And then we went to the movies, and then we were watching Captain America, and somebody in the back was like, "Yo, is that the boys from Dear Adamus?"
Yeah.
And then the guy who cut our tickets was like, "Oh, those guys are from Dear Adamus."
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah, the same day.
It was all in the same day,
It
and
was weird.
it feels really cool to be like recognized not just by your name or like, you know, you're recognized by your band because that's what you want. You want people to know what you do, and when they can recognize and say your band name right, it feels really good. So, Dear Adamus, wow, Dear Adamus, that's the one.
Timus.
Dear Adam. I'm kidding.
All right, so your song was on the 757 on 96X.
Yes.
What was that like hearing your song being played on the radio?
It was a cool experience. What happened was like 2 years ago we submitted Lucy, and that was with the 7-5. What was it? The local music
band.
show.
Local music show.
And they played that song.
And
then
come outside play.
oh yeah, but that doesn't matter. And then this recently we submitted the newest version of Lucy.
The
Final version.
The final version.
The final licensed version, and that the reason why I say license is important.
Because that song is under BMI, which is a pro, which stands for a performance rights organization, and I think because of the fact that it was under there, they had to play the older version, just because technically they'd have to pay, I guess, us, and I don't know the reason behind it, but actually I was talking to someone and I was like, that could have been a very good point. So when I heard them play the song, my first reaction was, when it was the wrong version, I was like, what are they doing? And I freaked out and I ran out of the room.
And you called me.
And I called Ray.
I couldn't tell the difference.
I could.
Because there was no guitar solo?
No, it wasn't even that. It's just the quality. Like, you can
Um,
tell there's a huge difference versus that and then the newest version.
But we're not mad about it.
It was
Yeah,
cool
no.
though.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'd never been on the radio, so it was cool.
It was really cool just to, like, you know, get more exposure out there because, like, you know, it's just really cool. And then right after that, I think, like, Electric Field by MG&T came on. So it's like, wow. Right after that, it's pretty cool. And they said our name right, so, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
always
we
going to
did
say that. Just saying our name right is really important.
Adamus.
Dear Adamus does not work for us, I'm sorry. So if we look kind of upset, that's why.
Are they going to do it on purpose?
It's going to be a long
They are.
joke.
People are gonna come up to you and be like, "Hey, the guy from Dear Adamus. What's up?"
Oh,
It happens.
You just gotta rub it off, but at the end of the day, it's just really
Just
hard
like
to get
Adamus. And then, oh, sorry.
Severine, Rayathon,
No.
Cruz.
How do you even mess up Chris?
Ask people, and they'll tell you.
Cruz from Dear Adamus.
Yeah.
All right, now the questions are gonna be a lot less serious. So, start from Ray, work to the right, to give the person to your right a spirit animal, and why you chose that.
Chicken
What?
rat. He's a
One.
He's a chicken rat.
A chicken rat?
So I gotta say what he is.
And
Okay.
say why.
I hate you guys because I know what you're gonna say. I hate you guys, Chris. I don't like him having that seat. I know what he's gonna say.
I know you feel like you want to chill. I got you.
Wolf.
Why?
Because he's such a loner. I'm kidding. No, because he's brave. And sometimes I think of you like a lone wolf because nobody does what you do, and I like that you do those things that you do
What
because
are you doing? Don't.
I'm doing what you do.
Don't
I'm
do
kidding.
that.
No, I think you're kind of like a pretty brave, kind of like cool guy who just stands apart from other people because I don't know. I've never met somebody like you, dude.
Thanks.
You piece of shit.
So much for the questions not being serious. It's
Sorry.
got really serious right
I
there.
love him. Okay. I love Chris too. I love him. Okay. Do I gotta do Chris too?
No.
Thank God.
Now
Okay,
you get to pick
I think
Chris's.
for Chris, spirit animal. I think maybe a bear.
think we've had this conversation.
We probably did.
I don't know.
You did?
I don't know.
No, I think we did. Maybe we did. I don't
This is
know.
like shirts.
No. The reason why I chose bear was when we wrote down our first set list. I think all three of us we tried to make it look fancy, and then he drew a bear on it. I was like, well, that bear looks pretty cool, pretty narco. You know what I'm saying?
Lone wolf right there.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what is Ray?
Can't wait.
I don't even want to
Ray spirit animal, and I know you said not to be serious, but I'm gonna have to get serious. Ray spirit animal is without a doubt the most majestic creature of all. It's his favorite animal, and I know because I've seen him draw it countless of times. And I know he probably eventually wants to get a tattoo of it on him, and it's essentially been there. Like, it's always been his favorite since he was young. Ray's spirit animal is a slug.
Oh my god.
And he's always been fixated with their liquefied texture because, you know, it's not easily brash. There's only one thing that can really harm the slug, and that's the salt. And not a lot of people
I'm crying right now.
on the wounds of Ray because they know that Ray is he's hard-hearted, so there you go. The slug.
So if you're trying to kill Ray, the point is pour some salt on him.
Put slugs on him.
I love these guys.
So just put salt on his microphone
Put
while he
salt
tries
in
to
it.
sing.
You have to put slugs in his ears.
Okay.
I'm queasy now.
All right. So, what are your pet peeves that the other member causes? You have to answer them about both.
He's trying to break us apart.
No. I mean,
Okay. Good.
it's like a marriage. You have
Start
to-
the other way around, please.
Okay.
Alright.
So you'll say them for Severin and
My
Ray.
pet peeve about Severin is really not that bad. It's just that he forgets.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, like, he learns, like, he remembers eventually because he will forget his parts. And my pet peeve about Ray is the fact that he's just so freaking obsessed with slugs. Why do you
Oh
like
my
slugs?
god.
I don't understand why you like slugs so much. But that's really it.
Probably my pet peeve with Ray would be like when we're on stage and he just randomly like curses random things that doesn't need to be necessary.
Yeah.
It's just,
I get excited.
but it's funny though. And then like the funny thing about Chris is like
Pet peeve, not
well, it's a pet peeve, but it's also kind of funny. When we try to go pick up Chris, like hey dude, we're on the way, and then
Oh yes.
we're in the driveway and we're waiting for like a good 10 minutes.
10, 15.
I don't make you wait that long.
It's been one time when Caitlin and I came and picked you up for our headlining show, and we're just like, dude, you better come out looking like Beyonce.
Look at his
I don't
hair.
take that
That takes time.
I'll take that.
It takes time for hair to look that great.
I mean, it's a puffy pillow.
Yeah, it takes time. All right, Ray.
I guess my pet peeve would just be like,
You're doing what?
Ray messes up live all the time.
I guess my pet peeve, Severin's drum fills because we'll be playing a part and like this is what we'll do. Me and Chris do it all the time. We'll be playing a show live, and then when we know it's not a different part, we'll look at each other while we're playing like, did you hear that? And then we'll look back at Severin, he's just like, y'all don't know that. Y'all didn't see that. And Chris, I guess just you yell at me a lot. You yell at me a lot. But that's it.
Wow.
We'll leave it.
I don't even know where to go from there. It got very serious. All right. Back to serious questions. Sorry. Who taught you how to play an instrument?
Huh?
Who taught you how to play an instrument? Do you still take lessons from that person or from anyone else? If someone taught you.
I taught myself.
So you still take lessons from yourself?
No, I don't charge.
Yeah.
I don't.
I taught myself, and I do take lessons from myself because I learn every day from what I do. And I've been playing for like about 10 years. It's been a while.
Long story short, I took lessons starting 4th grade. I stopped after a year. I hated drums. I thought it was a waste of my time. I was
And
not
look
that
where it got
good.
you.
What?
Look where it got you.
On a couch.
Still a waste of his time.
On a couch.
But yeah, I didn't like practicing. I thought it was boring, and I just wanted to play video games all the time. And then I ended up like I did band and stuff in through elementary school, middle school, and high school, and I did like extracurricular stuff. So I had multiple people teach me, if that makes sense. I was just a part of many ensembles and stuff. So that's who taught me. Were those band directors and percussion techs? Thank you.
Alright, so this one, the three of you can answer it together, or one of you can answer it, or you can each give your own individual answer. Where do you want the band to be in 5 years?
Wow.
What do you want the band to have achieved in 5 years?
I want our band to graduate from college.
I want to be on a Disney soundtrack.
What do you want, Sylvie?
Those goals.
You know, maybe open up our own restaurant. Call it.
In seriousness, I guess like I want us to in 5 years. I want us to play overseas.
We can have our bar and call it Beer Adamus.
Be your own Adamus. You craft your own beer.
Build a beer workshop.
I would like
Build a
for us.
beer?
I would like for us for maybe in 5 years have 2 albums out, go overseas, and play with like a lot of the names that maybe like that inspire the sound and inspire us. So, yeah.
I would want a like nice produced full length album. You know, tour the U.S. That'd be fun. But it all depends on like certain things.
A documentary would be cool. Like a mini one.
No, my life is so boring.
Yeah, my life.
Please don't show the world that I'm boring.
Oh, no. But yeah, I think that'd be an achievable goal. Just do some tours. Even if it's like little weekend tours or something.
5 years from now.
No, oh, okay, not 5 years from now. Maybe like a 2-week tour. Probably play Warped Tour. That'd be pretty fun.
That would be fun.
But yeah.
Alright. Let's talk about any upcoming shows. You gonna explain?
Got a show
You
with,
gonna explain anything about
Jessica Hernandez and the Deltas. She's really classic rock. Sort of reminds me of like the Black Keys. But
Yes.
She's got her own like blues to it. And actually listen to some of her music. And she's really good. She can sing, and their music is pretty awesome. I'm excited. That's October 15th. That's coming up this Wednesday, and
it? Where?
at the FM backstage.
Behind the Norla.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be. I hope it'll be big. I mean, I haven't.
I've been there
tried to
before.
Get people to come, but I would like to for a lot of people.
Yeah, because it's like we don't sell tickets for the show. It's definitely just like, you know, our name alone will be the marketing technique and just us promoting it. I sent out a group text message and a bunch of people didn't reply.
No.
49 people.
Dang, that's a lot of people.
Nobody responded.
That's awkward.
But yeah, we got that show coming up. We have our headlining show on October 24th at the College Park All Ages DIY show. We will be playing with Inquiry from Richmond, Costume Party, Mandala, and our friend Logan Conley. So that's $5. Starts at 6:30, 7.
You said 6 on the thing.
6, excuse me. Starts at 6 o'clock, and get dressed up because it's our Halloweeny band bash show. And then November 15th, we have an acoustic set. Me and Chris will be playing at Club Relevant with a lot of bands. I want to say like 7 bands. 8 bands plus us. So yeah, so 8 bands pretty much. And yeah, we'll be going first. And yeah, check us out then. And everything else is to be announced.
Alright, do you have any upcoming music? Like, are you working on stuff right now?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we
Yes.
You're
are.
just constantly writing?
Yes.
When we were recording the first EP, we were working on new
Writing on new
songs.
Yeah, like
we have so many things.
we have a song called "I Am Your Audience" that people were kind of upset that wasn't on the record. But yeah, I've just been a lot of writing. I've been doing a lot of demoing for our Dear Adamus demos that we can just work on and like change up, you know, because before on the first record I wrote all the songs. Now it's like dual vocals and making sure everybody has their moment to either solo or shine, or just making it sound full with 3 people. And it's a fun process. I like especially like how I'm Your Audience and Terraforming came out, and they're still works in progress as we play them live. So a lot of definitely writing and a lot of influence of like, listening to new artists because, me and Chris, we definitely have a lot of artists that we like in common, so it definitely helps with the writing process a lot.
I've been writing a lot of lyrics. That's what I do a lot. I write a lot of lyrics.
I like to pretend I write lyrics.
You send them in the chat and we're just like, they're great.
He's
And what
just
do you
like-
want us to do with it?
No,
We'll do
Once
something
every,
with
4
it.
months, he'll send us something.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really good. But,
I just don't know where.
well, you gotta bring it back up next time and work on stuff.
Yeah.
The best part is just
Rock and
like-
roll.
just working on them in the room. And
All
then,
together.
because that first time playing it and then playing it in full without any mess ups, any breaks, it's just like, wow, we just created something really cool
It's
right
really,
there.
really unique.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we're gonna end the interview. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? Like any news about you guys? Thanks. Shout outs to anybody.
Shout out to Lena, Friends with Monsters, and Cabaret Runaway.
I want to give a shout out to Randall. Randall, shout out to my girl Chelsea. She couldn't be here today. And thanks to everyone who's ever listened to us and gave us a shot.
Morgan Potter.
Whether you listen to us now or whether you had listened to us before and you stopped, at least you listened, and I'm honestly grateful for that at least.
Yeah. I remember what they said, but I want to say thanks to Electroganic. They've helped us out. If you don't know what that is a studio based out of Norfolk. You should check them out. They're cool people.
Thank you to all the bands that shared the stage with us and are looking to play with us again, because there's a lot of bands that we've played with where we're just like, well, it's not. And then there's bands that just make us feel like, the local scene is definitely one to support. So thank you to all the bands that, have put us on shows or that, are stoked to see what we're doing next, because we're pretty much stoked for you guys as well, too.
And shout out to Brandon from Friends with Monsters, because that's my homie right there.
All right.